You had a great quote that just stuck with me when I was doing research for this conversation that I really need you to talk about, which is a minute in the evening is worth 10 in the morning. This goes back to habits, but I think it is so important to internalize. And I really would like to hear you talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so the essence of this is time arbitrage, where another societal defect, in my opinion, is that based out of the cog in the machine, industrial revolution type thinking, you know, we work 8 hours, play 8 hours, sleep 8 hours, that we are just fit into a industrial process, that work is measured by number of hours worked rather than the output of that work. Where, hey, it is very possible to air quote work 8 hours and get nothing of value done. And it's very possible for me to send one email or to make one call or to write one paragraph and do more work or have more productive output than entire 8 hours of work combined, right? That hours are not created equal. And so that's the first conclusion, is that time falls on a power law. Doing the most important thing we could be doing is more important than the rest of the things we could be doing combined. It's really crazy idea to internalize. And so once you realize that our time can be infinitely more valuable, you think about, well, what are the other dimensions of what I get done? For me, there are three pillars: time, energy, and attention. And so thinking about, hey, if I'm controlling for time by doing the most important thing I possibly could be doing given where I am at this moment, how can I maximize my other resources towards getting more things done effectively? And that's, I want to maximize my energy levels and I want to maximize my attentional capacity. And so just like the universe is converging on entropic heat death, the day gets more complicated as it goes on, right? The day will never be as more simple for most people than that first hour or two after they wake up. You can go a little bit slow. You haven't been infected by news, social media, email yet. Your mind is a little bit clear. You have a little bit more freedom to set your own priorities. You probably don't have any calls or meetings. This is the moment where you have most likely the greatest energy. Usually our energetic peak occurs about 2 hours after waking, as well as our attentional peak, because we have fewer things that are clamoring for our attention. And hey, families, managerial demands, whether you're managing up or down, falling into the rabbit hole of social media and the messages, that attentional capacity and that energetic capacity tends to decrease as the day goes on. And so that's the idea here, is whether it's habit, working on your top priority, moving your side project forward, writing, whatever it is, my belief is that you are going to be 10 times as more productive in the morning than you will be in the evening. And so I see this all the time, particularly with younger clients. And I said, I'm very much a night owl. I'm up to 3 or 4 a.m. many nights playing poker. So I'm far from immune to this thinking. But I see them staying up to late hours working on things that are low important, that they end up just throwing away otherwise, when, hey, just go to sleep, wake up a little bit earlier, clear your morning, and just work on 1 hour of your most important thing. And that'll be the more important hour than the rest of your day combined. So it's really crazy to think about it. And it really reduces down to, when in doubt, go to bed and wake up tomorrow. So I said, yeah, it applies to habits. Like anything I can do to make my morning go better the night before: set out my clothes, put out my journal, write my plan for tomorrow. Anything that I can do to increase my chances of successfully following through in the morning is worth doing in the evening. If I'm working on something and I get the slightest inclination of being stuck, it's like, put a plug in it, come back to it in the morning. Guarantee if I sleep on it, let my subconscious work on it a little bit, come back fresh, I'm going to break through this wall much faster. So yeah, it's something that I really try to preach, and put it into practice is, can I shift my most important things from the evening up into the first part of the day?